Welcome my friends, 7 Gray here. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you for joining me for this video. Today is a project video. I'm doing a little bit more work on the step van. One of the things I've been struggling with is I love my new heater, but the placement is providing heat to my sink. And I don't really need heat at my sink. Where I would like to have heat is at the pillow area of my bed where I sit with my laptop so my fingers aren't cold and so my ears aren't cold. So today I want to move my heater from this side over here where it's blasting away at the sink over to the opposite side where the sink is, so that it will be facing towards me. I'm going to put it on a hinge so that I can rotate it out just slightly so it'll face directly at me and provide heat where I want it. So that's today's project, and I have a little bit of a surprise. Since I'm going to be doing something with this area back here and moving things around, I thought I would build myself an actual backsplash and move the propane and heat and everything over to this side. So I need to have propane on this side for the heater, which means the stove needs to go on this side. That means the sink needs to go on the other side. So I've got to do a swap between the two. It's a little bit of a project. I've taken down all of this cedar fence siding that I had up here and right behind the sink area. And one of the concerns I had when I put up this insulation, I have denim insulation back here, this is 100% recycled, was that it would fall down. It's not secured with adhesive, it's not glued in, it's not nailed, anything like that. It is simply tucked beneath these boards up here. And so it's what's called a friction fit. And so this is after 10 months, and you can see up here it is not moved at all. It is still snug against the top, it's still all the way down. It is perfect. And so I'm just elated and super happy with that. One of the things I've been thinking about recently is a vapor barrier. I don't have a formal vapor barrier back here. You can see the bare aluminum here, and then the denim is just put over the top of that. So far this has not been an issue. Also, I've been driving mostly in the western United States where it's very dry, so it hasn't really been an issue. I do see condensation on the roof up here, but I'm going to be putting polyiso foam up there and not the denim. So I don't know if that makes a difference or not. I'm still researching, trying to figure out a little bit more about that, but it is something that I've been having in the back of my head here. Next up, I need to take a sheet that I had pre-cut at Home Depot of some, I think it's 4mm or something like that thickness wood. It's sort of like a door skin, a Luan kind of thing, except slightly thicker. So thin plywood, thick door skin, whatever you want to call it. It seems to be about the right width for being able to put in some screws and mount some things. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and install that. The new wall is up and it's looking pretty fabulous. Now the very fun part, and the reason that I'm actually using this piece of wood instead of the cedar wooding, well, there's actually two reasons. One, I ran out of cedar wooding to do it all the way back. So by putting this panel in, I now gain 5 feet of cedar paneling that I can put at the foot of my bed. So that's one thing. And the second is I came up with this idea at one of the car shows of putting license plates as a backsplash behind the stove that's going to go over here. So the very first license plate I'm going to put up is this California license plate. And this is a donation from one of my subscribers, Paul in Fresno, who I stayed with for a couple of weeks. And so Paul has signed this and put a little comment on here. So it's from Paul in Fresno, and then it says California, which I thought was pretty brilliant. So anyway, he says good luck. And so I thought it would be really fun if subscribers in the states where it's legal, if you have extra license plates that you don't want, maybe one per subscriber, put your name and just a little comment or something like that, and I can put it up here in my step van, and I think that'd be a really fun thing to do with a variety of license plates. So if you have those, check down below. You can see a description of where to send the license plates, and I'll be putting those on here. Once I get enough license plates, I'll change that and remove that message, and you'll just see something like, thanks, I have enough license plates. I've completed the wall, at least as far as I'm going to go for today. I have a number of license plates up. Paul's on the top. The second one here is an original plate that I had at a pickup truck in Florida. And down here is the original plate from the step van when I purchased it from Bootstrap. And this one was my 62 Cadillac that I had, and I don't remember where this plate came from. But anyway, I'm hoping to fill these up with other plates. I've got my stove mounted back over here, which is good. And the cool new thing is the heater on this side. And the nice feature that I have is I put a piece of plywood on the back of this so that I can rotate it out. And I don't need to rotate it very much, just up to right here, and then it'll point directly across over to my bed, which is over here at the pillow area. So this way I can sit in bed, work on my laptop, read a book, study, anything like that, and the majority of the heat will be directed towards my upper torso. So really looking forward to that, particularly on the cold nights. I'm not going to need this very much in the future because summer is approaching and things are going to be warming up. But anyway, wanted to get this out of the way, and I have a little bit of time right now, so it's a perfect project for today. I decided I needed to add two more features to the heater over here on the wall. One is, well, they're both based for driving. One is a little lock to keep it locked against the door, and the other is a support on the bottom so that all the bouncing around while I'm driving the step van and having the weight of the heater back here on the hinged area, all that weight wouldn't be just loosening up all the screws at the hinges. So I added a support at the bottom of the heater to sort of reduce that downward force on those screws over there in the hinge. Let me show you. Here's the extra support that I added. So this is just a thin strip of plywood. I just took the existing plywood strip I had and added this to it. So you can see that it is just mounted separately here, and so the hinged portion, when it closes, it will sit right on top of that. It's a snug fit. Over here on this side I added a little latch so that I can lift this up and be able to latch it into place, and so it won't come loose. And I can rotate it away from the wall when I want, or lift this up and put it back. I'm really pleased with how this project came out. I love the license plates over here and being able to angle the heater where I want it and point it to me when I'm sitting in the bed. I like to sit there, edit videos, answer comments when I'm winding down or sometimes early in the morning. So it's just a nice way to be able to sit there and have my arms and my hands be warm and my ears be warm. It's not really fun if you're sitting in bed trying to work on a project and your fingers are icy cold while the other side of the step van over in one area that you don't need heated is really toasty warm. So this is a fabulous solution for that. That's all I have for this episode. Thank you for watching. Savor the moment. See you next episode.